We play.
We fight.
We conquer.
Welcome back to the Freak Show. I'm your host, BUMPY-MCSQUIGUMS. We're diving back on into Himeko Sutori. And I have more than played back to the point where we were before the deletion of the save file. And I have done some live streaming of it and a bunch of stuff. I will admit to early on doing some questionable choices and it leading to some deaths. And I just reloaded just so we had no deaths moving forward. And then I was like, you know what? Let's put ourselves in a really good position so we have a solid way forward. Whether that makes the game harder because it might scale, I'm not entirely certain. But either way, we are a lot more powerful than we were before. Pretty much all of the names except the main ones have changed, so you are going to see a completely different roster. But we'll go over everything, and hopefully you guys are still on board. And essentially we're right where we left off. The town's over here. I've kind of wandered around a little bit looking for fights to get into. I'm going to try this, but I'm very concerned that this is not going to go my way. But we shall see. Alright, so here we are. We have Aya the Cleric still. We have... I don't want to click on him yet, sorry. We have Yumi the Knight, we have Emmy the Ranger, we have Kakiko the Wolf. He's a Skirmisher this time. I switched him over to an Alpha, did not really care for it, so back to the Skirmisher. Our previous fairy was Poinsetta. She's gone, and now we have Lysianthus. And she is not a Mender, she is a Flame-Touched fairy, so a little bit different there. She already mastered Mender and went on. We have Lucian the Knight, just like we did before, and then I have 3 additional wolves, 2 brutes and a skirmisher. So I have 2 skirmishers and 2 brutes. We have Sami the Ranger, Kokoro the Forester, Suma the Ranger, and Wilhelm the Forester. We have Kazuki the Gunner, Jaime or Jamie the Illusionist. We have Takatomo as the Mage, along with Lisbeth. She's not quite as strong as Takatomo, but she's on her way. We have Ortrun as the Warlock. We have Manu as the Cadet. We have our Cheese Boys, Bradley and Caleb. We have Fatina and Asir, both as, all 4 of them are Berserkers. We have Takashi as our only Paladin, which I'd like to get another Paladin. I'm working toward that. We have Asima the Rogue. We also have Dand the Rogue. We have Reich the Alchemist. Gonna master Alchemist with her. She's already mastered Tinker. We have Leatris, who was our new fairy that was a healer. Now she's a Darkling fairy. We have Miku the Warrior. We have Jumana the Druid. We have Chiyojo as the Cleric. Marlius, or Marlier, I don't know. The Acolyte. Malte the Acolyte. Sayuri the Acolyte. We have Glurp, Goober, Glug, and Gorble. Or Gorble. Roach, the Strawman. We have Bone Man, the Skeletonite, of course. Sinej, I suppose. He's also a Skeletonite. He's using a 2-handed weapon. This guy's got an axe and a shield. This guy, I believe, also has an axe and a shield. It's Kafre. We have Shepsexkare. I got nothing. It's a corpse puppet, along with Nefer Castlecar. Sure. Also a corpse puppet. Not great. They're kind of in the same camp as our slimy slimes, but I think 2 of our slimes are master slimes. 2 of them aren't. So these guys can't gain any new experience or any more experience. They can't do anything really. They're just there as like giant meat blobs, I guess, or blob tanks, I guess. I'm not sure. Then we have a fair few added characters just in case. We have 5 students, excuse me. We have Noah, Ami, Hakuri, Katsuo, and Sakura. We also have Kanon the Adventurer and Sakura the Adventurer. So we broke, but our lances are looking real solid now. So we have 51 out of 85, which I think is quite a lot. I don't know how I managed to get a -1 here, but I'm not going to touch anything because I don't want to fix it if it's actually broken. But somehow we're using too much leadership. We only have 7 people there, but apparently we need 8 leadership for the 7. Well, we're on our way. Or leadership points, I should say. Alright, and then over on this side, we have a pretty strong melee group at 13-13. Another strong melee group at 14-31. Another strong melee group at 14-41. oddly the strongest, even though it's mostly comprised of leftover guys. They're real slow moving though. But they're tanky, so they have their options. Then we have our wolf pack, and the reason we have this, and I need to add more to it, but the reason we have the wolf pack here is the wolf pack has more movement. So right now we can move up to 4 spaces. If we get some extra movement on a couple of the dogs and on our druid, we'll be able to move 5 spaces, just giving us more mobility, and the druid heals them. Over here, this is sort of the rookie squad, and it's at 960. We got a bunch of skelly boys in the front. And if I recall correctly, Chiyojo she has Necromancer and has some advantages to leading the group. So she's the party leader. And we also have a random warrior thrown in, just for the lulz. And then over here for our ranged groups, we have this one led by Sami. And we have our gunner, we have, I believe, our illusionist, we have 2 mages, which I think I want to make a change for. I think I want to change our warlock for one of the mages. So I'm going to do that. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm doing things backwards. My bad. Do I want Lizbeth over there? I mean, it doesn't really matter who's there, but I guess... No, you know what? We're going to put the other one there. The other one's probably got a little bit more tankiness, so... There we go. This way we diversify just a little bit, and the whole point is single target. She's got an AoE. We had double AoE going on. Wasn't doing a tremendous amount. Maybe I'll regret switching them. I'm not entirely certain. Either way... 1541, and then over on this side we got a whole bunch of foresters and rangers and things, and Emmy is leading up that group, and we have a cadet, and we have ourselves a mage. And then over on this side you see kind of the amalgamation of a whole bunch of stuff. We got a rogue, we got our frontline cleric tanking, we have our double zerkers, and we have an alchemist and a student for healing and darkling. So right now we only really have 2 healers, because Aya is also a healer. So right now everybody's kind of sort of set. I mean, there's not really a lot more we can do with the crew that we have, so... Let's see how we stack up against the Necromancer, folks. I cannot promise it's going to go well, but I can hope. Alright, here we go. Alright. So I think I tried this fight originally, just testing the waters to see how strong we were against a somewhat close fight. And I could do it, but I would lose someone every time. So I'm hoping we're now at the point where that's not really a thing that's going to happen. But we'll see. Like something more like that. Alright. And the problem really was the skeleton archers were just kind of owning us horribly. Okay. Sorry. I know I'm just sitting here. I'm really thinking about who I want to move over and attack with. It feels like these guys, but we could just get obliterated immediately, too. So if we drop a few people, I'm going to be real happy. I love the debuffs that we get now, too. It's real nice. But we really didn't do that much damage overall. And there's going to be some retaliatory stuff. We got our tactical shot on their healer. Here comes the retaliatory striking. And I'm hoping that we're strong enough to handle it. Ooh, we've been blinded. That's not good. Another healing burst coming. And yeah, we got tore up. See, so I'm talking about. Their archers are just super nasty. It's real hard to deal with them. Even the melee combatants that we send in to try to deal with these guys, they don't really fare that well. Oh, we wasted a big crit on something that... Ooh, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't that bad, actually. I think I can hit him from here. And maybe we can finish him off. Like, we really roll the dice, because there's, like, no way to annihilate them immediately. And if we attack them in melee, there's still that retaliatory strike coming our way. This is a regular melee group, I think, so I'm not overly concerned with this. I think we're going to be potentially okay. This is the only other scary group that we're going to have to deal with, so we'll see how that goes. I'm going to move up over here. I'm going to start preparing with these members. We're not really well designed for whatever's to come, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. They do generally move slower. I guess those guys don't, but if they have a corpse puppet in with the party, they move slower. That gives us some advantage. Alright, should be able to do some... Nope, can't do any hurting from here. Alright, we're going to let the glob group go in, do some damage. In theory, we're going to be able to take down maybe a couple of folks. Maybe not. They're just throwing heals right away. Alright. Oh, man. A lot of heals. It's like 3 heals in a row. There we go. We're splitting the damage a little bit. Now we're going to start getting beat back. Not that big of a deal. Can we at least take one of them down? We did. We accomplished something. We did a thing. We did a thing. I think that's probably for the best. Gonna go here, and we're just gonna hold, and then we should get our heals off. Now, the problem that I'm currently facing, and that you saw right there, is we only have a singular healer for most of our ranged groups, so when we actually take damage on our ranged people, it kind of hurts us. So as you see, this is definitely more of an intense battle, but we got a lot of stuff going on. We got some critical strikes coming in here, dropping some fools, left, right, center, back, forth, up and down. You know how we do. I want to go here, and I want to attack from this angle. Alright, now these wolves attack like 1,000,000 times each, so this is going to be quite useful for cleanup and even sometimes attacking a melee group or just launching it at something that's a little bit scary. Okay, I mean, I could go in right now, but I think I'm going to back up. That's not what I wanted to do. It's alright. My mistakes were made. I'm going to not retreat. I'm going to stay and fight. I'm going to hold position. Basically, we're trying to heal up after the chicanery that has gone down thus far. Ugh, this is not going to be great. Alright, let's hope that our crew can do some decent work here. Come on, guys. Focus something. Take a couple down. Oh, God. Alright. So let's hope that we can block it out. Ooh, we got some Divine Retribution. A little bit of Paladin slappage there, and a decent amount of damage. 96. Not something to just shrug off and scoff at. Raging our Zerks. Okay. And as much as I want to be able to fire on them immediately, I can't quite do that yet. So we're going to hold position with our rookies, basically. And I think I can actually lay into them here with the wolves. And this is my plan. I'm glad that we have this positioning. Alright, we should be able to drop at least 2 if we're not just splitting our DPS. We dropped 1. We dropped 2. And that's it. Almost dropped more, but hey, it is what it is. I don't know how bad this is going to hurt, but it's probably going to hurt pretty bad. Okay. Let's just survive whatever's next. Alright. Survive that. This is still scary. And we're about to engage in it. Alright, alright. Come on, come on. We got this. I think. Okay, so we survived that. Unfortunately, I have no recourse except to attack them. Hope that we're strong enough to deal with it. Okay, we blocked their necrotic burst. We need some kills here. There we go. We got our crit in there, and now they're gonna come back and slap us real hard. But I'm not really confident, but medium confident that we'll survive whatever the rebuttal is there, and we were able to. All right, and then we'll be able to actually use our ranged again here to our advantage, and we should be able to do some work. Okay, messing them up a little bit. Dropping an AoE on him, knocking another one down, and putting him really close to being out. Alright. Gotta get the blobule guys out of the way. Unfortunately, again, super slow group. There's definitely some detriment there, but this will probably go our way. I think we've got enough oomph that we should be able to kill... I could be wrong here. Without risking a tremendous amount. That wasn't too bad. As much as I want to just roll out and engage with them there, I can't do it. It's too risky. So we're going to hold here and we're going to heal up. And we're going to let the wolves take care of business. They have corpses. They can only move 2. Again, I'm being cautious, but I think righteously cautious, if that's a thing. Alright, there we go. We got through that. Alright, this is going really well, guys and gals. Feels good to have a pretty successful episode thus far for the return. Alright, they're actually attacking us, which is strange in melee. Oh no, they're shooting past us. Oh, that's actually horrifying. I don't like that at all. Alright, we're going to go on these guys here. They have no recourse against our attacks. Hit with a wave of water. We took down 2. We did 3. Alright. Much nicer. Cannot reach them with our other ranged units. The blobules, they did their job. Look, the slimes did their job, okay? You give them some crap if you want, but they did well. I've got no qualms about it. Now the real questionable choice is, do I move these guys in to engage with them? And I think the answer is yes. But I'm going to attack these guys first, hopefully finishing them off. Double rogue strike there. A big ol' hit. Another big ol' hit. There's the alchemist fire. And done. Nice. Oh, it's so risky. It's so risky. You know what? I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait. Yeah, let them attack these. Ooh, that hit Aya for quite a bit there. So I felt like they weren't gonna move to try to fix this. Okay, we're fine. Alright, let's get some more ranged love. At this point, I feel like our ranged units, while they're strong, they need a little bit more health. Because they're struggling just a little bit to stay alive. They're doing and they're not even doing... They're doing decent damage, but they're not doing enough to really make it perfect. Alright, we're going to try moving up with these guys and see what's up. I'm hoping that we don't just get dropped by any of them. Alright, cool. We dropped 1. We dropped 2. Did we drop 3? Oh my goodness, we did it. The rookie squad / undead squad. And we get fresh bodies every time we kill now because we have some necromantic people and stuff and such and junk. All right, that was actually quite epic. So we'll run through and we'll do some of the leveling up, guys and gals. I mean, we could technically just go forward and try to accomplish all of our goals, and it seems like a good plan, but also, man, the leveling up helps so much. Like, even without really upping my gear much over the course, just having gone and done some stuff has improved this dramatically. We have 1 snap. We'll go with 2. I don't really know how that helps me exactly. If it's twice as likely to happen, or how that actually works, but I feel like that's fine. So basically we're just touching base, we're refamiliarizing ourselves with everything. You get to see the new roster. We took on an epic battle that was by far the most impressive battle. I've not lost a single unit yet, which feels really good. And I'm hoping that I can continue with that. Alright, but we'll see. We shall see. I've considered feeding some of the slimes and the skeletons and things to the enemy just to keep them at bay, but Physical defense. You do not have enrage yet. We do got to get you enrage. Melee. And I guess toughness is really good to have. Get some extra HP up on our doggos. Alright, what do you got for me? Blades, red. Melee attack. And red. Alright, and our next doggo. Cold wind. Cold wind blows. We're going to get some physical going on. Oh god, our defense is garbage. No wonder everything hurts so bad. Our physical defense was 0. I didn't know that. I imagine most of our defense is just trashed here at this point. 25 with no magic. 25, no magic. And then we go into normal stuff. Alright, well. That is good to know, I suppose. Alright, our illusionist leveled up. Yeah, enduring spell, why not? I don't really see some of these like choices that you have to like benefit your person as the lance captain. It seems, and I'm probably totally wrong here, but it seems counterintuitive because I feel like maybe you always want a mix of ranged and melee, and maybe I'm cutting myself off at the foot here because you could probably have... I know your ranged characters can shoot from melee distance. So it might just be better to have every character or every lance have ranged characters so they can shoot if they can't quite close the distance. And then still have a front strong melee line. That's probably smarter than me doing what I'm doing with the full focus on like, this is a melee group, this is a ranged group. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see down the road. We shall see. Yes, we're going to do this one. It's going to give us a little bit of advantage. I thought I had an offhand weapon. Did I not? I could have sworn I had like an oak wand or something. Well, I mean, I guess I can go pick one up if we can find the vendor again. Takashi, what are you doing, buddy? I was leveling up quickly, huh? Alright. Physical defense, sure. Reaction heal burst. You already have 2 of those. You know what? I'll go leadership. Why not? And charisma. We have 30 leadership. He's going to be really, really solid when he takes over his own lance. He's being kind of like tailor-made for that role to lead a group. So we'll see. All right, what do we got? Agility, dodge, and blue. Ambidextrous. Didn't seem to really gain too much, but you know what? We have 2 of those, and our offhand weapon does do a bit more. I've been having some weird, I don't know if they're errors or just weird things popping up for me. So, like, I don't have any, it's usually like on the berserkers or anyone who does, like, just tremendously high damage. I'll go into it, and it'll be like, say this number is like 450. I'll go in, and I'll be like, alright. So let's increase it with blades. And then it drops down instead of going up. Like by like a lot. And I'm like, what is happening? And I don't know what that is. I don't know if like maybe it's reading how we were at the end of the previous battle with like rage and, you know, invoked or whatever. But it's really strange and real annoying where I'm like, oh, this dude does like 450 damage. This is great. And then all of a sudden he just doesn't do that anymore. 330, 317, 329, 3 SE right now. None of that's happening. But I'll probably catch it on camera at some point. We'll see. The Alchemist is okay. Again, we have a couple of AoE people now, and it's not that bad. Like the reaction first. A Slimologist or a Slimologist here. Lets you have leadership bonuses to slimes. It seems weird. I will get another point in alchemy. Alright, our Darklings are leveling up. What do we got for you? I'm going to go with melee attack. I'm going to go with reaction surprise attack. And blades. Black agility and blades. And it's a melee attack. Alright. Then we have Jumana, our druid. She's quite strong. She started as a ranger for a while till she got some movement speed stuff. And I switched her over to the druid. So she's maybe still not 100% on point, but she's pretty good. Ooh, reaction thorns. I like that. Okay, let's go see who's next. We'll probably end up breaking off the episode right after this. Alright. Will. White. Charisma? I mean, that's not really what I want, but yeah, we can go with it. Staff. I think she's probably going to become my paladin. Hammer specialization, react, healing burst. Alright. I think that's the plan. I'm going to make her my other paladin. So I'd like to have two. Alright. Anything else? Yep. Student, another student, and an adventurer. Just a couple of students and an adventurer. Alright, healer. It doesn't really matter. I mean, Tinker, White doesn't. I mean, you can kind of choose which ones you want a little bit earlier on, but in the end, I think you still learn everything. So your choices matter a little less than you might think. All right, what are we doing here? Bronze. Yeah. All right, now what was I gonna do with Sakura? Actually, I thought I was gonna make Sakura the. Let's see. I was gonna go Acolyte into Cleric, but I suppose I can make the other one. That's fine. I mean, nothing really changes. Acolyte robes, healer satchel, or satchel, because that's a word. The healer's satchel. Brought to you by Samuel. Alright, what do we got? We got our final level up here. We're looking at, I don't know, Spellcraft and Grifter and Blades. I've got nothing. Okay, so at that point everybody is leveled up and ready to continue their adventure, and I'm very, very happy about that. What do we have right here? We have some empty ruins, and we have a caravan. That is a scary army. That's stronger than we are. So I'd like to scoot back a little bit. So we're basically back over here as the town. I wouldn't hate moving forward, but I also kind of want to check out the ruins. So you know what? We have a minute or so before I should break this off. Let's go see what's in the ruins. Why not? Do I want to enter the empty ruins? I do. What is this place? Where are we? I don't know. Old ruins? Yes, but ruins of what? I'm not sure. Could this be a World Gate outpost that was overrun and destroyed? Well, if it is, then where's the World Gate? Can those disappear? No, Professor Kwame taught us that only time gates come and go. World Gates are permanent. I don't think this is a World Gate outpost. And this must have been a town or a village once, but who could live in the Shadowlands? No one. The Shadowlands drive everyone mad if they stay here for too long. I don't think anyone can survive long enough to build a village here. All the more reason to be on our way. These ruins present an intriguing mystery, but one we don't have the time to solve right now. We should be on our way. Okay. Shadowland Ruins. Alright, well that didn't really net us anything. I am not taking this fight because that will end very badly, I can only imagine. And I'd rather not be ended very badly, so not gonna do it. But I am gonna go toward the caravan. So in the next episode, I'll have gone to the caravan, and I'll have looted and try to spend some of the money and all the other finagling that I gotta do. Give us the best possible steps forward, and then we'll move forward from there. Well, folks, hope you guys enjoyed the return to Himeko Sutori. I'm having a blast with this game. Really, 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 really love it. Can't recommend it enough. Definitely check it out. Right now, it is my 2021 game of the year thus far. So we'll see if that changes or what happens. Either way, folks, till the very next episode, I have been your host, BUMPY-MCSQUIGUMS. Thank you so much for stopping by the Freak Show. And always remember, we play, we fight, we conquer.